Do Wuthering Waves need new endgame contents? This question rises in everyone's mind every now and then. And in today's topic, I'm going to break down the core points related to this topic. Wuthering Waves just celebrated its 1-year anniversary in May 2025, and the content released in this game is not lacking in any means, and there is tons of contents for new, returning and endgame players to spend their valuable time in this game. During the early game progression, it will be difficult to complete the endgame modes, but as you progress further in this game by farming resources and materials to upgrade your characters, then slowly but surely you can tackle these endgame modes. In most endgame modes, the main reward will be gacha currencies and rank up materials. It is also the same for Wuthering Waves. Endgame modes in WhiWa rewards players with asteroids, a gacha currency that is required to pull for your desired resonators or weapon in this game. In early and mid-game progression, you can simply ignore the endgame modes and still can earn tons of gacha currencies just by exploring maps, doing events, puzzles, opening chests, and doing missions. But what about endgame players? Almost 90% of the endgame players have completely explored the maps and events, and now a big issue arises: where to get more asteroids. You see, once you have reached the endgame mode, the only way to earn gacha currencies is by doing your dailies, events, endgame contents, and praying that Kuro Games release new maps to explore each patch. So, back to our topic. Do we need more endgame contents? Number 1. Why endgame matters? Here's the thing. Endgame isn't just about difficulty, it's about purpose. Why am I building this character? Why am I farming this echo? If you can't answer that, you have got a retention problem. Games like Punishing Raven and Arknights get this. They've added rock-like modes, survival stages and score-based challenges that refreshes weekly. These aren't just harder, they are more fun. They let players experiment, show off skill and try new comps. Wuthering Waves already has one of the best combat systems in the genre. What it lacks is a playground for that system to shine. Number 2. Ideas for endgame contents. These are some of the endgame contents that I think will be interesting if they get added to Wuthering Waves in future. So let's talk about solutions. What will be a good endgame content look like in Wuthering Waves? Hear what the community has been asking for. Number 1. Endless Tower or Bloody Palace mode. A mode with flows that get harder over time, scored by time, dodges, damage taken. Like Devil May Cry's Bloody Palace or PGR's Tower, it tests skills and not just gear. Number 2. Rock-like Zone. A randomized map with modifiers, maybe limited healing or echo interference. You can use what you find, adapt your team and push as far as you can. Of course, Elusive Realm was first introduced in 1.0, but I'm not sure what happened to Kuro Games, but they removed this mode. This is one of the most requested game modes by all endgame players or even some mid-game players, but until today, Kuro Games don't want to release this game mode. Number 3. Weekly Trials. Wuthering Waves do have weekly mode, but it doesn't really give much resources or any asteroids at all. So, why not include time challenge room that rotate weekly with unique effects? For example, using only Havoc teams, or Spectral teams, or no parry allowed. This incentivizes trying out resonators you might normally bench. For example, the 4-star characters such as Yuan Wu, Taoki, Baizi, and so on. Number 4. Boss Gauntlets. I know most people don't like co-ops, but imagine a boss mode where the boss have lots of HP and about 10 players have to join their hand together to defeat this boss. Of course, in many of the game modes, such as the raids in different gacha games have this mode, but I think it will be a great idea to include this in Wuthering Waves so that more players can enjoy co-op modes and defeat this boss together. But I think this mode will have some backlash because of course some people are not that good, so others have to carry them. And I don't really say it's wrong, but yeah, I do feel frustrated too if sometimes players don't know what they are doing and just button smashing. Number 3. What to avoid. Here's what Wuthering Waves shouldn't do. Don't lock core resources behind these modes. Don't turn them into grindy pay to clear checklist. And absolutely don't make them stamina gated. There are some gacha games that do predatory practices by locking certain characters from being used in endgame modes, or you need tons of different team composition to complete these modes. Yes, it is fine if the rewards for these modes do not have gacha currency, but mostly to flex your high scores. But if it has a gacha currency or rank up materials, it may make players become furious or disappointed with that mode. Look at Genshin's Spiral Abyss. It's one of the endgame mode, and it's glorified DPS stats with no team creativity. Players had that it's all or nothing every 2 weeks. Even worse, games like Tower of Fantasy made endgame into a cash grab. Leaderboards based on well damage, rewards tied to how much money you spent and not how good you played. Wuthering Waves can do better. Make it fun, make it fair, and make it skill first. In any combat based game, it is really important to test your skills rather than how many dupes you have invested in your characters. So, number 4 and the final point is the big picture. Adding more endgame isn't just for sweats, it helps every kind of players. It keeps content creators making builds, guides, and challenge videos. It gives mid-level players a goal to grow towards. It gives casual, cool content to watch and maybe try once they get strong enough. Most importantly, it extends the life of the game without needing constant banners or for more events. Players who love the game stay engaged not because of anxiety or sunk cost, but because the game respects their time and skill. At the end of the day, Wuthering Waves is one of the most exciting games to come out in years. But if it wants to last, it needs to more than story beats and even puzzles. It needs something to challenge players who want to master it. More endgame isn't a demand, it's an opportunity. An opportunity to turn a great game into a legendary one. If you agree, drop a comment with the kind of endgame mode you would love to see in Wuthering Waves. And if you disagree, I would love to hear your take. Thanks for watching my video. Peace out.